Hello, everybody. Welcome to Yoga and Happy New Year. I'm Sarah. I will be guiding you through this 35-minute class. We are going to get started. Go ahead and find your way to a child's pose. Feet together, let the knees open as wide as feels comfortable. Stretching out the spine, start to reach the hands in front, draping chest towards the legs. Let your forehead come down towards the floor. Just give yourself a couple breaths here. And just feeling the expansion of your inhales and a full release on your exhales. Breathing into the sides and the back of the body. And softening your tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Maybe separate the jaw just slightly, opening up the lips. Maybe offer a few open mouth exhales, relaxing upper body. From here in this child's pose, you can start to shift forward just a little bit and then start to walk the hands over towards the left corner and then soften your hips back towards our right heel. Once again, shift forward just enough to walk the hands to the right corner and send the hips towards our left heel. And once more, shifting back up, come to hands and knees, finding a tabletop. Taking few rounds cat and cow. Inhale, arching the spine, lifting chin and chest. Exhale, curl, press the ground away, rounding the spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Keep moving through. Inhales, cow, and exhales, cat. And finish one more round. Come back to a tabletop. We're going to sweep our right arm up towards the ceiling. Gently sweep down to that right ear and shoulder as it touches the floor. Resting on that right arm and our right cheek. Option to walk that left hand out in front. Returning our left hand back underneath us, pressing the ground to sweep the right arm back up. Back to tabletop, we'll switch out. So opening the left hand all the way down to that left ear and shoulder. So shoulder on the floor, cheek on the floor. Option to walk that right hand out in front. Bring the right hand back underneath us. Unwind to sweep open. Back to tabletop. Tuck the toes, walk the hands towards the feet. Little crouch and curl, rounding the spine, chin to chest. And gently start to stretch out those legs, hanging over, deep bend into the knees. You can grab for elbows. And laying chest towards the thighs. So keep that bend into your knees. Maybe give a little sway side to side. Or nod the head, yes. Or gently shake it, no. Bring the hands back down. Start to bring the feet all the way together. Keep the knees bent, chin to chest. And slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time. As we all rise up together, take a few shoulder rolls up and back out of the ears. Press straight down through both feet, nice and easy. Inhale, stick the arms up high. And then take a side bend to our right. Release that right arm down or to your low back. Standing up tall and switch. Come up and over, left arm down or to our low back. Reaching back up, forward fold, release, knees can bend. Knees bend as we walk the hands out, finding our way to a high plank with the legs together. Squeeze and pull. Right hand is going to be underneath us. We're going to spin the heels down and open the left arm up, finding a side plank. Come back to your high plank, squeeze the legs together. Send the heels to the left, open the right arm, side plank. Come back to our high plank, squeeze the legs together. From knees or toes, lower all the way down. We're going to lift just the upper body, cobra, a little lift into the chest. Release. You can separate the legs as we press up into our tabletop. And stretch back long, taking our down dog. Go ahead, start to alternate the heels, paddle through the feet. From our down dog, just sending that right leg up. Bring that foot through, finding our way to a lunge. Tap that back knee down. Hands can stay, they can come up to the knee, lifting the chest. We'll reach that left hand to the ceiling. Take a little side bend, lean to the right. Come back up, plant the palms. Lift that back knee. We're going to quarter turn to a wide forward fold. Here, walk the hands up the shins to our hips. Find a long spine, flat back, come all the way up to stand. Turn those right toes forward, kick that back heel out. Warrior two, bend into our right knee, reach out long. Extending side angle, reach out and down. Take that top arm all the way over. Side bend. Lifting up, reversing warrior. Keep that bend into our right knee. We're going to carry our hands to that front foot. Return to our low lunge. Step back to high plank. Squeeze the legs together. Side plank. Open the left arm to the ceiling. Press the ground away. We're here this time for 5. High plank 4, 3, 2. High plank, legs squeeze together from knees or toes all the way down at the bottom. Take a big inhale, lifting the chest, cobra. Release. Press up through tabletop. Press back down dog. Stretch out long. We're going to send our left toes, left leg up. Bring that foot through, low lunge. Tap that back knee down. Hands can stay or come to that front knee. Lift the chest. This time, right arm is going to reach high. Take our side bend, lean over. And bring those hands back down, lifting that back knee. Quarter turn to our wide forward fold. Stay over for a few breaths. Knees can be soft as our hands walk up the shins, finding our hips, find a long spine first. Flat back, come all the way up. This time, left knees and toes point forward. Kick that right heel out, bend our knee, warrior two. Extending side angle, reach out and down. Top arm all the way overhead, big side bend. Lower body stays as we lift up, reversing warrior. Hands to the floor, find our way to our low lunge. Step back to high plank, legs squeeze. Side plank, right arm is gonna reach to the ceiling this time. Open up, we're here, breathe for 5, 4, 3, high plank in 2. High plank, legs together, lower from knees, toes. At the bottom, inhale, cobra, lift the chest. Release, come through tabletop. Tuck the toes, stretch back, down dog. Taking all of that again with a little add-on. So when you're ready, sending our right toes. Bring that foot through, low lunge. Knee taps down. Hands stare to that front knee. Left arm high. Side bend. Unwind, plant the palms. Lift that knee, turn to your wide forward fold. Adding on here, so we're gonna open twist our right arm, reach into the ceiling, big twist. Feel free to relax that head and neck. You can keep looking down. And gently release, switch out. Opening our left arm. Head and neck can release, looking down. Return to wide forward fold. Hands up the legs, finding our hips, long spine. Come all the way up to stand. Turn those right toes out, warrior 2. Extending side angle. Arm all the way over. Lifting up, reversing warrior. Now we're going to add on, so straightening out the arm, straighten out that front knee. Then taking triangle, reach out and down. Left arm up. Lift that left side, reverse triangle. Bend our front knee, hands cartwheel to the floor. Step back, high plank. Right away, knees or toes all the way down. Inhale, cobra, lift the chest. Release, tabletop. Tuck the toes, stretch back, down dog. Sending the left leg up. Come through low lunge. Knee down, hands stare to that front knee. Send the right arm high, side bend. Plant the palms. Lift that knee, quarter turn, wide forward fold. This time in our wide forward fold, bend the knees, start to turn our heels and toes out. You can just start to walk the hands, shifting over towards one leg, sink the hips low as much as we'd like. And then walk back through the center, shift over to the other side, sink as low as you'd like. Maybe you're up a little bit higher, just kind of shifting, bending one knee, straightening the other. Or getting a little bit lower. Move through those hips and legs a couple more rounds. Find your way back to your wide forward fold. Turn the feet to the side. Walk the hands up the legs. Find our hips. Flat back all the way up. Left knees and toes out. Warrior 2. Extend side angle, reaching out. Lifting up, reversing warrior. Now standing tall, arms out straight. Straighten out that front knee. Triangles, out and down. Lift up, reverse triangle. Bend that front knee, hands to the floor. Step back to your high plank. Right away, all the way down. At the bottom, take an inhale, cobra. Release, tabletop. Tuck the toes, stretch back, down dog. From here, taking a little variation, we're going to send our right toes high. Come through low lunge. This time, back knee stays up. Let's come all the way up to crescent lunge. Bring those arms forward, palms together. 2 heart center and twist to the right. Then bring your elbow to that front knee. Finding a twist, press through our back heel. Unwind that twist, bring the hands to the floor. Go ahead, soften that back knee down, send the hips back, start to stretch over that right hamstring. Half splits. Hands can reach wide out in front or come right underneath our shoulders. Couple breaths here as we pause. We're going to gently shift back into that front foot, lifting that back knee up, step back to our high plank. This time we're going to lower halfway either from knees or toes. Flip the tops of the feet over, come to your up dog, stretching that full upper body. Lift the hips, find your way to tabletop or high plank. Press the hips up and back, finding down dog. Switch out, sending our left toes up. Bring that foot through, low lunge. Knee stays lifted, legs strong, come all the way up. Reach both hands forward, palms come together. Thumbs into heart center, twist the spine, then elbow to our front knee. Press through that back heel, top of the head forward. Release that twist, hands down. Bring that right knee to the floor, send the hips back, folding over that left hamstring, half splits. And arms and spine can reach out long or hands right underneath our shoulders. Breathe as we pause here. Shifting back to our front foot, come right back to your high planks. From knees or toes, lower just halfway, flip the tops of the feet over. Fully stretch the upper body, up dog. Soften the elbows. Lift the hips up. Return back into your down dog. Stretch out. And bring those feet up to our hands in a nice wide stance. As we hang over the legs, bring the hands to our low back. Right thumb is going to be on top. Start to take a chest expansion. You can straighten out the elbows or keep them bent. Maybe hands start to float away from the spine. Let the hands rest if we need to, and switch out. Left thumb on top. And elbows bent or straight. They can float away from the spine or stay resting. Return the hands, sliding down to meet the floor, taking those knees bent to take a seat. We're going to come all the way down and bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide. Bound angle pose, sitting up nice and tall through the body. Little shifting side to side here. And then we'll gently start to fold, chest towards the legs, softening in, elbows compressed to the insides of the knee. And if it feels okay here, keeping our chin to our chest. And then just tip that left ear towards our left shoulder. So stretching out right side of our neck as we fold. And gently come back to the center. And then switch, tipping right ear towards right shoulder. And gently coming back to the center. Sitting ourselves all the way up from here. We're going to stretch our right leg out in front. Bring that left knee up towards our chest. You can stay here. Bring it across the right leg. Wrapping around that left shin. Squeeze that knee up and in as we gently twist. And unwind and counter twist over the right shoulder. Coming back to the center, releasing that left leg out long, and we'll switch. So bring our right knee up and in, keeping it close or cross. Squeeze and wrap around that right shin, lifting up tall as we gently twist. And unwind and counter twist over the left. And back to the center, we'll releasing that right leg out. This time keeping the legs long together and gently folding chest towards the legs. Double hamstring stretch. Take about 2 more breaths here. Gently sitting ourselves up, we're going to roll our shoulders behind us, planting our palms. They can either have fingertips facing away or rotate and fingers face in. Plant the feet about hip width distance apart. We're going to lift up into an inverted bridge, pressing the ground away. Squeeze the glutes to lift our chest up, gazing towards the ceiling. Draw the shoulder blades together here. Holding strong even as we slowly lower the hips back down. Stretch the legs back out in front. One more time, folding chest towards both legs. Double hamstring stretch. And sitting ourselves back up, you can repeat the same option, inverted tabletop or moving towards inverted plank. Again, rotate fingers in or out. This time legs will be straight if we're taking that version. Zip the legs together, press the hips high. Focus towards our ceiling. Neutral spine. We're here for 5, 4, 3. Slowly lower 2. And 1. Sitting up tall, draw those knees in. Again, reach the hands forward. We're just going to start to roll down part way. Think almost like a cat back. Sitting ourselves back up and then fold chest over the lines. Sitting up tall. Start to roll down. Think a little bit of your cat back. Sit up tall. Fold over the legs. One more time. Sitting tall. Roll down. Sit tall. Fold over the legs. This time as we sit tall, we're going to continue to roll to our backs. Try to do it 1 vertebrae at a time. At the bottom, slide those feet closer, hands at our sides. We're going to roll up into bridge. Take a big inhale, big exhale. Now inhale, roll up through the spine. And exhale, roll back down. 5 more. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll down. Last 4. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll down. Last 3. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll down. Last 2. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, roll down. 1 more. Inhale, roll up. And exhale, roll down. Windshield wiper knees if we need to. Give a little rock side to side. Coming into figure four, so we'll cross our right ankle over the left. Legs can stay here. We can draw them in towards our chest. Especially if legs are in towards our chest, let the head move a little bit side to side first. Maybe a little up and down. Keep that relaxed as the legs come in. Taking just a couple more breaths here. Go ahead, allow our left foot to plant to the floor, keeping this shape and just letting both legs start to fall towards the left. So our right foot reaches to the floor, right knee is gently pointing towards the ceiling. We can use a hand if we need to continue to press it away, or open the arms up nice and wide. If it feels good in the body, feel free to stay, or you can allow that right knee to kind of start to soften towards the ground. At the bottom of our next exhale, we can unwind those legs back in towards our chest. And switching out figure four, left ankle crossing over, taking what we need. If the legs are drawing in close, check in with the head and the neck. Spending a few more breaths here. Allow that right foot to plant to the floor, keeping that shape in the legs as they start to fall to the right. So left foot touching to the ground, knee is gently pointing towards the ceiling. Maybe using a hand or not. Arms can open wide. Continuing to stay here, or if it feels better in the body, allow that left knee to start to soften towards the ground. At the bottom of our next exhale, bring the legs back into the center. Squeeze those knees in close. And either rocking and rolling the length of our spine, kicking the feet a few times, or however we need to work our way back up to a forward fold. And start to stretch out those legs, feet pretty wide. So you can just drape over. Give the head a gentle nod, slow, big yes. And then gently give it a long, slow, big shake no. Allow your head to come back into the center, keeping the knees bent, chin to chest. Arms are just dangling towards the floor as we roll up through the spine. We all arrive up to stand, take a few shoulder rolls up and back out of the ears. Pressing straight down through both feet, reach the arms out wide to a T. An option to start to float your fingertips towards the ceiling, so you're really pressing through the heels of your palms. If at any point this is too much, you can allow those fingers to reach back out. We're going to take our left hand up and over towards our right temple and ear, gently starting to guide that ear a little bit towards our shoulder. Again, we can lessen the degree of those right fingertips or lower that right arm slightly if we need to. Just continue to stand tall through everything else as that head is tipped. And gently arrive back up to neutral. Reach both arms back out to that wide T. And then switch, bring the right hand over to our left temple and ear. Slowly guiding it down towards our shoulder. Any amount. Check in with that left arm, left side. Continuing to stand tall. And gently come back into the center. Reach both arms out wide first. Then interlace the hands behind the head, elbows wide. Lifting the chin, chest, resting the hands and the head up and back. Return to stand tall and then just draw the elbows in and gently start to fold our chin in, gazing down towards the feet and the floor. Once more, rolling up through the spine, let the elbows open wide, lift the head, the chest, resting up and back. Just straightening out the spine. Slowly release those hands down. Take another shoulder roll, shake it out. All right, nice work, everybody. Thanks for joining me. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Stay well.